Hello, this is Jolly Gaming Panda, and today we will be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. This is not the finalized game, this is actually the beta, and I'm in the middle of creating both my hunter and my palico.
Impressive, thanks.
And it's so interesting, there's so many character creation options with the hair, layering hair colors. You could do at least 2 different colors and blend it in unique ways, and there's just so much to do with this.
Impressive. Thanks.
I'm hoping to play this on release day, but I would like to cover some videos over the beta testing, because the first time there was a beta testing, I never actually made any videos or anything on it, so I'm gonna be doing that this time. And yeah, it's gonna be coming out at the end of the month. The 28th, I believe. I could double check that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 28th. I've been looking at the calendar like every day. Yes, it's the 28th. Just checked, and yeah, that's when it's coming out. And I'm pretty excited. I've been a little worried whether or not it's gonna work, but I mean, the beta works on my gaming laptop. And even the benchmark tool, which you could download when you search up Monster Hunter Wilds on the Steam page, it'll show you how the cutscenes look along with the graphics. And if your computer or laptop can't run it, the benchmark app will probably crash and force out on you. That did not happen to me, it ran all the way through. So even though the benchmark recommended I add improvements, I think I'm good to go. It didn't lag or anything, so I think I'm set. Oh my gosh, I just gotta name this palico Cookie Paws. I mean, what's a cuter name than Cookie Paws? And yeah, these are my characters. This is my hunter, this is my palico. I don't know if I'm gonna be changing up my character design in the full game. This is just what I went with on a whim for this beta session. You could change how your hunter looks, even gender if needed, before the end of beta. The beta will literally let you change your character, how they look, and play around with the character creator as much as you want. That being said, you could only start with one hunter. Typically, these Monster Hunter games let you create up to 3 characters. You only get to start off your first hunter in this beta, so you can't create like all 3 of your hunters yet. But it's at least a start for your first hunter. I think I'm ready. So, for anyone who's curious, what I'm playing this on, I am playing Monster Hunter Wilds beta on the MSI Katana GF66. So that's what I'm running this on. Let me know if anyone else is playing Monster Hunter on their gaming laptop. And if you don't have the exact one as me, what do you play it on? Or are planning on, if you're not trying out the beta?
Your reputation precedes you, Hunter. I trust you know what I've called you here to discuss.
Yes, sir.
Here's the
The
cutscene.
Forbidden Lands.
Indeed. But more precisely about the boy we rescued in the vicinity.
I'll just be quiet for anyone who wants to listen to this. But if you are not interested in the cutscene, just skip, fast forward the video.
Ancient civilization rests solely in historical record. Now imagine our surprise to have discovered this boy. He claimed to be part of a clan, the Keepers. He said they have a village in a land we thought uninhabited for ages. A few years have passed, but the Academy, of course, has remained skeptical.
This village. Is there evidence it exists?
Nothing absolute, but the mysterious composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy,
Sir?
It seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village, and he escaped alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used to make his escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status of the village?
Unknown.
And of the monster?
Unknown. However, the scholars hypothesize that it may be a monster, which we thought to have perished long ago.
An extinct species.
They're calling it the White Wraith. The Guild has authorized the rescue of the Keepers and an investigation into this monster. I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which, I have an extra assignment for you.
Hello, my name is Alma. Come on. It's okay.
Now we're back to present day.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go.
And then we can get started.
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
Look!
Hard to part!
Aye!
There's so many.
They're exceptionally agitated. Could they be chasing something?
It's a person! Bring us closer!
And crash right into them!
Then what do we do?
Hold on. What's that?
That's our ride.
Can you reach it?
I have to try.
I hope I didn't make my hunter's voice too squeaky. Let me know what you think in the comments. Does my hunter sound okay? I'm unsure how to feel about how I set up their voice. Oh nice, gameplay time. So, at this point in the beta, you're just going around the desert and you have to save the little girl on the Seikret, which is your raptor-like bird that you're riding on. Well, even for beta, this looks pretty good. Now, and I love the game actually gives you the option to change your cat's voice if you want. So there's two different voices you could pretty much give your Palico, which is your cat companion in this game. So you could have your Palico meow, or you could actually let your Palico talk like a human, which I honestly prefer the Palico meowing, because in every other Monster Hunter game to the series, your Palico always just meows. So I'm so glad they gave that option. Because in the trailer, I was kind of like bumming when I heard the cat talking. I'm like, no, I like the cute meowing. But then it made me very happy when I went into the options to the beta. You have the choice in the audio to switch between whether your palico meows or talks, so that's really nice. That's a thoughtful little thing they added in the audio. Okay, we got the girl, so now we gotta get back to the ship. But the only problem, we're getting chased by these things. And we gotta use our slinger to, get away. So let's keep hurrying away. They're chasing after us. I don't know exactly. I know these are smaller monsters, but, it looks like they swim and dive into the sand. Oh my, they're pretty aggressive too. Oh, look at that one right up there. Oh my. Oh. Okay, we made it out of there. There we go. Cutscene's about to start, so once again, if you don't want to see the cutscene stuff, just skip.
Here. You're okay now.
Smooth?
Hey, it's okay. You're safe now.
Yo.
So much for this region being uninhabited. It must be a type of flightless.
Isai. He's still in trouble. Isai? We were doing sacred practice. But then it came. And my brother, he... What came? One of the things that was chasing you earlier? It's okay. And your brother, where is he? He told me to run. And he stayed.
Sounds like trouble, yeah?
Can you tell us where he is?
The Seikret. He knows Isai sent.
Let's find him.
I'm with you. Everyone else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
Understood. Just send a signal if you need backup.
We'll leave some supplies for you. I'll keep an eye on these two.
We're moving out. Coming.
Please, take these people to save Isai.
We're counting on you.
Come with me, okay?
Don't worry, I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Come on. Be careful out there! We will!
We should prepare a bit, just in case.
Yeah.
So now we're at the campsite, and this is where you could go when you want to switch out weapons before diving into the actual monster fight that's gonna take place after this little part. So this is a little break. If you need to tweak anything in the options with graphics, you can do that. Or you could try out the different weapons, see what suits you best. And I like how Alma, this NPC, she can actually recommend you weapons and stuff if you're new to the Monster Hunter series.
Oh, that's
So
right.
that's
Have
pretty
you
cool.
decided on a weapon?
But of course, if you're an experienced Monster Hunter player, you might already know what weapons suit you best, so you could probably just go for your favorite and grab that and go right into the
Wonderful.
fight.
In that case, equip yourself and we'll be on our way.
So we got great swords, sword and shield, hammer, and a lance, switch axe, insect glaive, heavy bowgun, longsword, jewel blades, hunting horn, gun lance, charge blade, light bowgun, and a bow. My personal favorite is longswords, but I also really like jewel blades, along with the bow. Great sword ain't that bad. I remember using that in Monster Hunter Rise starting out, but eventually I did switch to longswords, and I feel like just between longswords and dual blades, I like those. You just could attack pretty quickly, you're fast, and you're able to dodge swiftly, because some weapons are heavier than others. And if you need to just be far away from your monster, like keeping a distance between you and the monster, a bow is good. I remember when I was starting out with the Monster Hunter games, the bow was kinda best because I was able to stay a bit away from the monster when attacking, but also learn its attack pattern and the gameplay mechanics before getting comfortable getting in close range with them with other weapons, so that's what I would recommend for beginners. The bow's pretty good. But of course, you could try whatever suits you best, what you're most comfortable with. Like, this is the perfect point in the beta to be practicing with just the different weapons. I felt like hammer might have been a bit too heavy. I haven't had too much experience with the hammer. I would love to get more experience with some of these weapons in this game.
Have you chosen your weapon?
But I think I'm gonna try and do one where I'm a little just quicker on my feet, and I think it's just better to stick with one I'm more comfortable with. Haven't done dual blades in a long time, so I think I'm gonna do this. Might be fun to go back to using dual blades. It's been forever I've relied on that weapon in particular. And if you're interested in playing Monster Hunter Wilds on release day, I would highly recommend the beta. Just giving it a play, because not only will it get you started with creating your hunter, but you get an opportunity to practice how to ride the Seikrets, which are these raptor bird dinosaurs you get to ride.
Quite intelligent.
And then you get to get comfortable with the weapons and try them all out. And you also just get to learn about a lot of gameplay mechanics in general. And I think that's useful, so that way you're not trying to learn everything on release day and you kind of already have a good idea how to do things when you actually play the game on release day, which is the 28th of this month. Oh, my character stopped. Looks like they hear the monster. It's right around over here.
Down there.
There it is. That froggy has cornered the little girl's brother and the frog. Oh, the frog looks cube-like. But that's a chat tag, bruh. So, this is something you need to be aware when you're playing the beta. This is not finalized by any means. So you're gonna get square-shaped monsters like this. And then at this point in the game, a lot of the human characters start to look a bit odd too. They get pointy arms and other stuff going on.
Joe! But I can't just leave him.
So it looks like his Seikret got injured, but they managed to move the Dino Bird out of the way, and now it's up to our Hunter and Kitty Cat to take down Mr. Froggy. Because, Mr. Froggy's just giving everyone too many kisses with that yucky tongue. Like, this is a frog monster, it's an amphibian type monster. But because the game is introducing monsters labeled as amphibian types, we might see more like this through the game, which is kind of interesting. But it's a little hard for me to take this seriously though. It looks funny. Is it just me? The monster looks funny and with that tongue. It's just, I'm so used to the monsters super detailed because I've never played a Monster Hunter beta before, and the frog just looks kind of funny. Okay, so the game teaches about focus mode, which I forgot all about. I forgot the existence of focus mode being introduced in this game. So in this playthrough, you'll see me getting the hang of that. I'm playing this with the Xbox controller on my gaming laptop. And thankfully the game has tips above my screen, which is actually helping me kind of get the hang of a lot of these controls starting out. Because there are similar game mechanics, but there's also some that's a little unfamiliar. That's a little different compared to the other games, because this one does introduce all kinds of new features to the gameplay, which is nice to freshen things up like that. That frog is kind of funny. It just seems to like giving kisses. A lie. It's been a while I've used dual blades. Oh, focus strike. You get to do really strong, powerful attacks when you manage to focus enough where it's focus strike. It's really good. Because then you do a lot of damage, and the red glowing spots on the monster is actually some of its weak spots. So when you want to do the focus strike, you want to aim for that. Because then the more damage you'll do, and you might even get some good material while you're at it. It's running away! Hold on! Wow, these monsters are quick-footed. I do like compared to the other Monster Hunter Rise. Well, just every Monster Hunter game, it introduces new features. Like the last one, which was Monster Hunter Rise, we were introduced to Palamutes and the idea of traveling on just a creature was introduced. In Monster Hunter Rise, we would pretty much ride on dogs that were kind of treated like a taxi taking us to our destination. And I like how in this one, that feature returns, but it's not like where we're riding Palamutes. New things are added, like in this one, something that wasn't in the previous. Instead of riding on the dog, basically we get to ride on Seikret, which is like a monster, like a raptor. So monsters in this game are pretty much dinosaurs and dragons. And I feel like the Seikret reminds me of a raptor-like bird. So it's that got me excited because the only Monster Hunter games that I'm aware of that really lets us ride on monsters when, well, you're not attacking or fighting them. I mean, you could get on top of them during fights, I guess. Run them into cliffs and other stuff and rise, but I like how in this one, it's introducing you could ride on an actual monster that you're not fighting, which is the Seikret, which I think is really cool. I got excited when the game was first teased at, was it a gaming live stream? It was a big event or something, and I'm like, oh, we get to ride a monster in this, and it's just cool because Seikret, while it could ride you around to where you need to go, it could even glide, and it's pretty good at getting on top cliffs and other things. So, to do a SOS signal, that's basically when you connect with fellow hunters, which are online players, because Monster Hunter has online features, so if you do that, you're able to hunt the same monster together with other players. They get to lend a hand, which I would highly recommend if you play Monster Hunter, because the game gets very challenging. It's probably among the top challenging games I enjoy playing, but it's gonna get harder and tougher in the fights against monsters as you progress in the story, in the hunts, so I would definitely recommend at some point or other that you play with other hunters online. Take advantage of that. Monster Hunter Rise on the Nintendo Switch is so quiet anymore. I feel like I have a hard time really coming across hunters to hunt with. And I still have like story quests to Sunbreak DLC to complete. So I would definitely try and take advantage of Wilds. Just hunting with other players. Definitely. It makes the gameplay so much easier and smoother in the long run. I would only recommend that once you've had enough practice with the game solo if you're new to Monster Hunter. If you're already familiar with the series, you should be good, actually, with jumping right into online. Especially if you're experienced already. It got away. Oh no, our monster really did get away and fast, so we gotta go after it now. And if you tried the... what was that? I can't remember what it's called. Was it... oh yeah, that benchmark to Monster Hunter Wilds? Let me know in the comments if you tried it out. How did it perform for you? Is it like... because I've been seeing a lot of people getting excellent scores on it. I got a recommended needs improvement, so let me know if you got the same score as me, or if you got better. Do you recommend anything for me? Like, should I be fine? I mean, it didn't crash, and it did not lag for me. It plays the whole cutscene and the gameplay footage for me when I do that, so if anyone watching this is knowledgeable, would you recommend me anything, or do you think I'm good? I'm not very tech savvy, so just wanted to put that out there if anyone wants to recommend me anything. Wow, that hunt ended like extremely fast. I'm actually impressed. I did not think it would end so fast. Actually. So, the cutscene's gonna be playing again, and I'm gonna be quiet for that in case if anyone who's watching wants to actually pay attention to the story mode. So, if you do not want to watch and sit through the cutscene, just skip through the video again, because once this timer for the quest ending ticks away, I'm gonna be quiet until gameplay footage resumes. Because I know the story mode's pretty cool with the cutscenes, it's awesome, and I don't want to interrupt that. Okay, so that's a quest complete. Awesome. We took down Mr. Froggy, who was a little problematic. He was giving everyone too many kisses. It was a slimy situation. Oh, nice.
We're over here.
Okay, and the other characters are hiding. They're hiding right over here, actually.
It's safe now.
There. Thank the winds.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Wait. Hold on. Did you really do that? There's no way you should have been able to. So, how?
We came because your sister said you were in trouble.
Nona! Where is she?
She's safe. Don't worry.
We'll take you to her, all right?
Hey! You made it!
What a fascinating creature. Any trouble finding us?
None at all, thanks to your flair.
You must be Usai. Please, this way.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hey, Hunter. Back already? Good work.
Hey, your sister's just over there.
She's been worried, Sek. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp. This way.
Just a quick checkup.
I'm telling you, we just need some space. She's fine.
But she needs
Which we're perfectly capable of.
Nona!
Isai, you're okay!
Thank the winds.
You see? She's fine. Now scram. Go. Back to your stations.
I didn't properly thank you before. Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you!
I'm Isai. My sister and I are from a nearby village.
My name is Nona. It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Alma. The others and I are here on a search. We're from a place far out west.
How did you end up in that situation back there?
Oh, it was all my fault. I was careless. I was helping Nona with writing practice, and a giant toad snuck up on us. I told Nona to run for it while I got its attention. But when my Seikret and I tried to get away, he slipped, and we fell into that cave. And so, who exactly are the two of you?
Oh, right. We must have really surprised you earlier.
Forgive me for my lack of understanding, but you use those tools? I've never seen anything like that before.
Back where we're from, specialists use these tools to protect others from large creatures. With the understanding that they're never to be brandished at other people, of course. Only those with special permission are allowed to use them.
Tools? Specialists? Permission? It's all new to me. But I'm just glad you were there.
Where's this village you say you're from?
It's just a short distance away by Seikret. Nona and I live there with our grandmother.
Would you happen to know of a tribe called the Keepers?
The Keepers? No, I don't. Sorry.
I see. That's okay. We're actually helping our friend here find his home. His people. They're called the Keepers.
The Keepers, huh? Sorry. I don't remember ever hearing that name before. But our elder... she might know something.
Thanks for letting us borrow your Seikret earlier. They were a tremendous help.
Did you train them in your village?
Yes. We raised them from eggs and trained them ourselves. They're invaluable to us as companions.
They're so intelligent. They really came through for us back there.
I know, right? They're great at sensing and avoiding trouble. And at remembering scents. But they're pretty tricky to handle. So not everyone's cut out for riding them. Take this guy, for example. He won't let just anyone ride him. He's almost too smart for his own good. So, when I saw him take to you so easily, I was really impressed. He must have a gift.
That won't do to keep you talking. Let's take a look at those wounds.
Alright, so thanks for playing. So the developers left us a note thanking us for playing, and that was the opening chapter to the story.